What up? It's your boy T-100 Reaction. Got the little man climbing around. I guess got a little tired playing a little thing that keep my mouth pot. Unless you want to still do it. Or nah, he said nah, I won't play no more. Anyway, but check out today's Music Monday. Celebrating myself getting 20K subscribers. Thank y'all again. And we're gonna check out another video from DJ Freya though. Lately he's been showing love to a lot of like not slept on producers as well too. We checked out LES. We check out Diamond D or Diamond as well too. We can check out Pete Rock's lesser known samples. But we check out another underrated producer as well too, who like Diamond D was also part of the Digging the Craze crew as well too, and helped shape some of the sounds of the boom bap era as well too. I'm saying that because that's doing the video from Nappy D about the untold stories of the boom bap gods such as Pete Rock, RZA, and DJ Premier. So we're gonna check out Buckwild, shout out to Paul Heyman in the Hall of Fame by accident. We're gonna check out Buckwild, but responsible for a lot of hip hop songs as well too, especially a lot of boom bap mid-90s stuff, a lot of underground joints as well too. I think he produced some joints from my favorite underground rapper that's also part of the DITC crew. I can't think of his name right now. It'll come to mind in a minute. But anyway, without further ado, let's check it out.
Anthony Best, better known as Buckwild, is a hip-hop producer and DJ, born in Harlem, New York, and moved to the Bronx age 6. He's had a long career that started out in the early 90s and is still going strong today. He's known for being part of the DITC crew, along with Lord Finesse, Diamond D, OC, Fat Joe, Showbiz and AG, and Big L. Over the years, he's produced...
I think the name, OC, thank you, Ferry.
Some great tracks for people including Black Rob, Biggie, Big L, The Game, Cool G Rap and Artifacts. In today's video, I'm going to be exploring some of his best productions along with the samples used to create them. If you want to buy any of my background beats that are playing throughout the video, just click the first link in the pinned comment. You can also stream them all on Spotify. Let's see what's first up.
Big L, bring it on. Put it on. Whole time I thought Kid could be produced it because he was on the song. He's just on the song. Anyway.
That track was released in 1994 as a promo before its official release the following year. Although it featured Kid Capri, he isn't actually listed on the credits. The Buster Williams track that was sampled is actually a cover version of a track by Roy Ayers. Roy Ayers is also featured on this version, and it's him playing the vibraphone that was sampled.
And Roy Ayers' version is sampled by Desi Hines, who's doing songs some familiar, similar to Big L, and a lot of people has compared Desi Hines to Big L.
Let's hear the next track.
Oh, whoa, okay. Who's that? Whoa.
Now I'm Doc Strange in the range like whoa. 100 miles an hour switching lanes.
That was the lead single from Black Rob's debut album, Live Story, and it was his most commercial success.
Indeed.
It reached the top 10 on the R&B and rap charts, but only hit number 43 on the Billboard Hot 100. The album sold well, with over 1 million sales in the US alone. The sample was from the instrumental version of a track that only appeared on the single release. The soundtrack for the film Joy had a vocal version and also an orchestral version, neither of which was sampled from. Let's check the next one.
Oh yeah.
Let the charm be a part of your mind. Let the rhyme intertwine like a vine.
That was the title track from OC's debut album from 1994. Buckwild produced 8 out of the 13 tracks on it. The first vinyl pressings were just a black cover with a sticker on the top part, and were only on a single vinyl release. If you've got a copy on double vinyl, then it's one of the reissues that came out from 1996 onwards. There's a lot of great tracks on this album, so I'll probably show another later in the video. Let's check the next track.
flows for
Oh,
ya.
that's
Kick
those
down
are
doors
it.
for ya. Even left all my motherfucking hoes for ya.
Now that sample had to be replayed, as no matter how much money was offered, it kept getting turned down. They got Chucky Thompson on the case to recreate the sounds as closely as he could, and that's what ended up being used on the finished version.
Wow.
That's why him and Puffy are listed as co-producers. This often happens with samples, as there are two different copyrights involved.
Why are you showing Dr. Dre? I'm laughing because he always got something to say about Dre. He always got something to say about Dre, man. Damn it, come on for real.
Music composition and the actual recorded music. For a replayed sample like this, it's only the person that wrote the music that has to agree to it being used. The record label that may own the rights to the original recording don't have any involvement. Let's see what's up next.
Oh, I get Coochie Rap, yep.
Campaign
Yup.
wishes and caviar
Yup.
dreams. A team that's getting cream with shells and fish scales and triple beams.
Lay back.
We with the American dream, so we're plotting up a scheme to get the 7-figure cream.
Only you can make me happy.
Oh, you got to make it happen.
That was from Kool G Rap's first solo album after splitting up the partnership with DJ Polo.
I gotta remember that we said first. I'm like, oh, solo album, yes, right. I remember he was him. Always thinking, I can forget that he was a duo with DJ Polo. So yeah.
The album hit the #1 spot on the Billboard R&B and hip hop charts in 1995. Buckwild produced that track, as well as Blowing Up in the World, where he sampled from Bobby Caldwell. Let's hear the next track.
Oh, is it Cypress Hill?
Come on and get down.
No,
with
Artifacts,
that
okay.
Artifacts sound. But kids get wrecking, the beats bound to move.
Come on with the come on, get down with the get down. Come on with the come on, get down with the get down.
A great track there from the Artifacts debut album. The scratches were done by Grandmaster Rock Raider from the Executioners, who was also the
Hold on a second. Somebody running again. Alright, I'm back. I'm gonna finish the rest of this rule too. I've got finished eating dinner and he look up occupied, so good. Anyway, I like having them just we walk around. I'm like, oh boy, can't I finish my video? But anyway, shout out to Rock Raider, RIP. Anyway, let's keep going.
the 1995 World DMC DJ Champion. Buckwild also produced a remix of the track that featured Busta Rhymes. Artifacts consisted of Elder Sensei, Tame One and DJ Chaos. They only released 2 studio albums before splitting up. In 2022, they reformed and did an entire album with Buckwild. They also released a great 12-inch in 1997 on Raucous Records under the name Brick City Kids.
Wow.
It's one I have in my collection that I bought at the time.
If you don't know who shit this is, nigga, you better think twice about the Brick City Kids. Puff Mac is, fuck who you are, breaking down rules and so-called superstars.
Let's hear the next track.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Working out confusion.
I really like that track a lot. Organised Confusion were a duo consisting of Pharaoh Monch and Prince Poe. They did 3 albums together in the 90s before launching their solo careers. They started out in the 80s under the name Simply 2 Positive MCs. Russell Simmons told them that name was awful and he wouldn't sign them. They were listening to a funk album called Organised Confunction and decided to name themselves after it. They never had much commercial success as a duo and did much better as solo artists. Let's check out the next track.
Oh, he did Hole for that, yeah. Oh. Oh, OC did the same beat. Okay.
I'm here to make mad moves, I won't
Okay.
pop. On the planet to drop views, I won't pop. Interpreting
Another track there from OC's debut album. You probably recognise that first sample from being used much later by Jay-Z on his track Public Service Announcement. Little Boy Blues only ever released one album in the 60s, so it's quite an obscure record to be sampling. Just goes to show how much digging some of these producers did back in the
Like I said, if you what it was a little hip hop series he had on Netflix when I first heard about it. How they went to this little place called the Market, whatever. Where they went to like this little record store, record market. They had like a lot of obscure records there as well too. That's where like the Dig the Craze really came from around that time.
90s when making the beats. Let's hear the next track.
Oh yeah, AZ.
Whoever thought of that sweet thing, born model material that hated how cereal could grow to be a hot silly hoe. Jackie, oh.
Yo, son, word of mother, man, let's keep it moving. That bitch ain't nothing but poison, man. Every nigga that bitch fuck with something.
Another track there from a debut album. It was the only track on the album produced by Buckwild. Another standout track was Rather Unique, produced by Pete Rock. The Kool and the Gang track was also sampled by someone else I've already mentioned in this video. Brick City Kids use it on their track What, which was the B-side of their only release. Let's see what's next up.
Our son's done it, the gods never run it. Who runs the devil when the wake gun on it.
Such a simple use of a sample, but I really like it. I showed some Funk Dubious in my previous video I made about DJ Muggs Productions. Cannonball Adderley is popular for sampling in hip hop and has been used by people including A Tribe Called Quest, Pete Rock and CL Smooth, Slum Village and Gangstar. Let's hear the next one. Another great example there of why soundtracks are so good for sampling from. A lot of them are full of atmospheric music like this, with no vocals on them. So many different parts that can be sampled and flipped into great beats. There are so many more tracks produced by Buckwild that will need to wait until I make a part 2 of this video. I hope you've enjoyed the tracks that I've included. Drop a comment with your thoughts, and thanks for watching.
There's definitely a good compilation though to recognize one of like slept on producers in hip hop. Buckwild though, it's real too. Always shout out to DJ Fuhrer, man, and also to shout out to him with his own beats as well too. Other than that, if you like more reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy T-Bird signing off. Love.